Welcome, adventurer, to a world of high seas and hidden treasures, a place where legends are forged and destinies are seized. You will be stepping into the heavy boots of Captain Barrel Jones, a fearsome pirate with a reputation that precedes him. Tales of his exploits echo from every corner of the taverns, painting him as a ruthless marauder and a cunning tactician. Captain Jones is a human fighter of chaotic evil alignment. He wields a keen cutlass and a trusty pistol, always at the ready for conflict. Resting in his pocket is a powder horn, a symbol of his readiness for unpredictable combat situations. Over his eye, he sports an eye patch, a token of battles past and a testament to his enduring tenacity. His expertise spans an impressive array of skills, including sailing, perception, navigation, and intimidation, all necessary traits for a successful pirate. Despite his gruff exterior, he possesses a charisma that can sway the uncertain, a constitution that can weather the most violent of storms, and a dexterity that makes him a formidable opponent in battle. With his immense strength and a wisdom that belies his rugged appearance, Captain Barrel Jones is a force to be reckoned with. His intellect may not match that of learned scholars, yet his wits have seen him through countless challenges. Brace yourself for an unforgettable journey full of danger, intrigue, and, if fortune favors, boundless treasure. Let us begin. The adventure begins in a lavish study, heavy with the scent of aged books and expensive cigars. A wealthy noble, Lord Blackwater, has summoned you to discuss a matter of utmost importance. Behind the safety of his mahogany desk, the noble looks at you with a mix of fascination and trepidation. Captain Barrel Jones, Lord Blackwater begins, your reputation precedes you, indeed. I have a task that requires a man of your unique experience and skills. He produces a worn-out, incomplete map. This, he says as he slides the map across the desk towards you, leads to the diamond skull of Asura, a priceless artifact. It's located on a remote island, but the map, it's missing pieces. Lord Blackwater leans back in his chair, watching you with keen eyes. Find the remaining pieces of this map, retrieve the diamond skull, and return it to me. Do this, and you shall be rewarded handsomely. Your quest is set, Captain. The incomplete map and the promise of a fortune awaits. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base tape has been chosen. Ask where to begin looking for the missing map pieces. A sensible question, Captain Jones, Lord Blackwater replies, looking impressed. You see, I've managed to trace the previous owners of this map. 3 of them, each rumored to have a piece of the puzzle. The first is a reclusive scholar living in the coastal town of Saltshore. The second, a notorious gambler frequenting the taverns of Crow's Haven, a pirate den. The last, a merchant queen residing in the opulent city of Silkport. As for the order in which you should visit them, I'll leave that to your discretion. Lord Blackwater leans back, folding his hands atop his belly, his eyes gleaming with anticipation. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Head to the port bar and tell First Mate O'Bones to round up the crew. With a newfound sense of purpose, you leave the opulence of Lord Blackwater's study behind and step into the bustling port town. The air is thick with the scent of salty sea air and spiced rum. The distant cries of gulls and the clatter of shipyard activity form the symphony of your life, a tune you know all too well. You head to the Drunken Kraken, a rowdy bar that serves as the unofficial gathering place for your loyal crew. Inside, amidst the raucous laughter and clanking mugs, you find your loyal first mate, O'Bones, an old sea dog with a gaze as sharp as shark's tooth and a heart as solid as oak. O'Bones, you bellow over the din, it's time to round up the crew. We've got a treasure to hunt. His weathered face breaks into a grin as he responds, "Aye, Captain." The boys will be ready to sail with the morning tide. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Drink some rum with your first mate, and make some plans. With a lively cheer, O'Bones passes you a bottle of the finest rum, the sort of strong, spicy brew that instantly warms the belly and loosens the tongue. As the two of you toast to the upcoming adventure, you unfurl the incomplete map onto the weathered tabletop. The bar's ambient noise fades into a backdrop as you chart a course to your first destination, the coastal town of Saltshore. Trawlers can be a tricky lot, Captain, O'Bones grumbles, scratching his scruffy chin thoughtfully. We might need to think of a way to convince him to part with his piece of the map. The night presses on, filled with strategy and camaraderie. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Bleach Demon has been chosen. Full sail first mate. Run up with the black flag and sail forth, lads. Aye, Captain, O'Bones shouts, his voice echoing through the early morning mist. Immediately, the crew rouses from the grog-induced slumber, quickly falling into their roles with practiced efficiency. The ship, your mighty vessel affectionately named, the Sea Serpent, comes to life as sails are hoisted, ropes are tightened, and the eerie black flag of Captain Barrel Jones flutters ominously against the dawning sky. The ship creaks and groans as it slips its moorings, the timbers shivering in anticipation of the voyage ahead. The Sea Serpent slices through the waves with predatory grace, heading for the coastal town of Saltshore. Your journey to retrieve the diamond skull of Asura is underway. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Not a bobcat has been chosen. Sail the most direct route. Make the first mate walk the plank. Keep an eye out for the Kraken. Direct route, aye Captain, O'Bones responds. He busies himself with a compass and a worn-out chart, instructing the crew to adjust the sails for the most efficient voyage. Suddenly, your command to make the first mate walk the plank sends ripples of shock and confusion through the crew. O'Bones looks at you, puzzled. Captain, have I done something to displease ye? As for your vigilance for the Kraken, the legendary sea monster that has torn countless ships asunder, it keeps the crew on their toes. The lookout, a young sailor named Patches, swears to keep his eyes peeled for any unusual activity in the deep blue. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Please note, your command to make the first mate walk the plank came out of the blue. Is there a particular reason for this unexpected order? Plague Broker has been chosen. Inform the first mate that the order was a joke, then start a sea shanty as we ready for battle with the Kraken. Your stern expression breaks into a wide grin as you clap O'Bones on the back, only messing with ya, O'Bones. Relief washes over the first mate's face, followed by a hearty, if somewhat shaky, laugh. You got me good, Captain, he admits, joining in on the jest. Feeling the need to lift the crew's spirits, you start a sea shanty, your deep voice carrying the tune over the crash of the waves and the creak of the ship's timbers. One by one, the crew joins in, their voices rising together in a melody as old as the sea itself. The haunting lyrics drift away into the sea breeze, but the undercurrent of tension remains. All eyes are on the sea, watching for any hint of the dreaded Kraken. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Bleach Demon has been chosen. Shoving the first mate overboard, as he spotted the crack hen, not the dreaded Kraken. As your merry sea shanty reaches its crescendo, a panicked shout from the crow's nest cuts through the jovial atmosphere. You follow the lookout's pointing finger to see a hen. A large, oddly shaped chicken bobbing on the waves. Amidst the confusion, you realize with a groan that Patches, the young lookout, had mistaken a crack hen, a peculiar seafaring fowl, for the dreaded Kraken. His embarrassing blunder has the crew in stitches, their laughter echoing across the open sea. In the spirit of your previous jest, you sneak up on O'Bones, your first mate, and with a hearty, overboard with ye, you send him tumbling into the sea. The crew roars with laughter as a shocked O'Bones surfaces, spluttering and squawking indignantly like the crack hen itself. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Based Ape has been chosen. Pull him back on board, and prepare to fight the dreaded crack hen. With a hearty tug on a spare rope, you haul a sputtering O'Bones back aboard the Sea Serpent. His surprise slowly gives way to chuckling acceptance as he shakes himself off like a waterlogged dog, spraying the deck with seawater. "Aye, Captain, thank ye kindly," he grumbles, though the twinkle in his eye betrays his amusement. Your jesting mood turns serious as you lock your gaze on a peculiar fowl bobbing on the waves. Drawing your cutlass, you address the crew. "Batten down the hatches, lads. We've got a crack hen to deal with." The crew springs into action, a mix of chuckles and determined faces. The sea serpent changes course, heading straight for the unusual adversary. Roll a d20. You rolled 1. The sea roils beneath the sea serpent as you steer towards the unsuspecting crack hen. A sense of trepidation fills the air, an unusual reaction for such a seemingly small adversary. Your grip tightens on your cutlass as you prepare for the encounter. However, as you draw closer, a rogue wave hits the sea serpent with powerful force, throwing you off balance. You stumble, your hand accidentally releasing the cutlass. The weapon skids across the slick deck and over the side of the ship, disappearing into the frothy waves below. The crew gasps collectively as their captain is disarmed in a most unceremonious fashion. Still, the crack hen continues to bob obliviously on the waves, unaware of the commotion it has indirectly caused. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Joe Veteran has been chosen. Drop a random sailor overboard to distract the beast. In the tense silence following the loss of your cutlass, you make a snap decision. Jones, you bark, pointing to a burly sailor who's not too bright but quick on his feet. Get overboard and distract that feathery menace. Without a second thought, the sailor salutes and jumps into the water, swimming towards the oblivious crack hen. The sight of a human approaching piques the hen's interest and it squawks, flapping its wings in alarm. Meanwhile, on board the sea serpent, you and your crew prepare for the next course of action. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Throw nets and haul Jones and the hen aboard. "Aye, Captain," O'Bones responds, rallying the crew into action. Working in tandem, they cast nets into the sea, expertly snaring both Jones and the flapping, squawking crack hen. With the crew pulling together, Jones and the hen are hauled onto the deck. Jones is gasping but grinning, soaked to the skin yet clearly amused by the absurd situation. The crack hen, now on the deck of the sea serpent, proves surprisingly calm. It struts around, pecking curiously at the deck and regarding the crew with beady-eyed interest. "Well, Captain," O'Bones grins, looking from you to the hen. "What now?" Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Joe Veteran has been chosen. Ready the cannon, you dogs. Fire, fire, fire. Ah ha 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 ha. Ready the cannons, lads. Obones echoes, a wild grin spreading across his weathered face. The crew rushes to obey, their movements practiced and efficient despite the absurdity of the situation. With a deafening roar, the cannons fire in a coordinated salvo, sending a barrage of cannonballs raining into the surrounding sea. The waves churn and froth under the assault, sending torrents of water splashing against the hull of the sea serpent. The sudden cacophony sends the crack hen into a frenzy. It squawks and flaps wildly, careening across the deck in a comical display of panic. The crew laughs and cheers, joining in on your infectious, maniacal laughter. It's a moment of madness and mirth, a pirate crew firing cannons at the sea, all in the name of a seafaring hen. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Joe Veteran has been chosen. Grab the first mate. If you have early misses again, you're getting the plank. Seizing Obones by the scruff of his collar, you pull him close, your voice a low growl. If your volley misses again, Obones, you'll be getting the plank. Obones swallows hard, nodding his understanding. "Aye, Captain," he manages to mutter, his usually jovial expression replaced by one of grim determination. As your threat rings out over the din, the crew falls silent. They exchange glances, then redouble their efforts, working with renewed focus to reload the cannons. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. The crack hen will be the ship's new parrot. Now full speed to town. A hearty laugh escapes your lips as you release Obones, your stern expression softening. This crack hen, you declare, pointing at the still flustered bird, will be the sea serpent's new parrot. The crew erupts into laughter, even Obones chuckling along. The crack hen, seemingly resigned to its fate, struts around the deck, squawking defiantly. "All right, lads, enough fun," you command, your gaze turning towards the horizon. Full speed ahead to Salt Shore. With your order, the sea serpent picks up speed, cutting through the waves with renewed purpose. The coastal town of Salt Shore, and the first piece of the map, await. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Lady of the Lindens has been chosen. Look to see where the clouds are moving, if any dolphins are about the waters, to gauge which direction to sail. Gazing at the sky, you observe the clouds drifting slowly eastwards. Meanwhile, the churning waters surrounding the sea serpent are filled with playful dolphins leaping and diving, their sleek bodies glinting in the sunlight. Drawing on years of seafaring experience, you know that the dolphin's playful behavior is a sign of calm seas ahead. Guided by this intuition and the movement of the clouds, you decide to adjust the course slightly to the east, believing it to be the quickest route to Saltshore. "Eastward ho," you command, and Obones passes the directive to the helmsman. The ship obediently changes course, the journey to Saltshore promising to be smooth sailing. For now. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Conizri has been chosen. Fire the cannons on the Saltshore, let's raid this town. A wicked grin spreads across your face as you order, load the cannons, mates. We're raiding Saltshore. Obones relays your command and the crew hustles to prepare for the onslaught. The cannons are loaded, the sails are trimmed for maximum speed, and the ominous black flag flutters proudly in the wind. With a roar of fire, the cannons unleash the deadly payload. The sky is filled with the deafening boom of cannon fire and the whistling of cannonballs hurtling towards the unsuspecting coastal town of Saltshore. As chaos ensues in the town, you and your crew ready yourselves for the imminent raid. Roll a d20. You rolled 7. As the cannon smoke clears, you squint through your spyglass to assess the damage. Several buildings show signs of direct hits, smoke rising from the shattered structures. Citizens scatter in panic, but not all are caught off guard. The town guard, reacting swiftly, has begun rallying the townsfolk. They're caught unawares, but they're not unprepared. You spot archers taking strategic positions, their arrows glinting in the sunlight, directly aimed at your ship. Prepare for return fire, lads, you warn, backing away from the ship's railing. The crew scrambles for cover as arrows begin to fly towards the sea serpent from the shore. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Tell the townsfolk you'll stop your attack if they give you the scholar. Raising your voice over the sound of arrows whizzing by and the sea crashing against the hull of the sea serpent, you shout towards the town, "Hear me, Saltshore. We seek only the scholar who holds the piece of our map. Deliver him, and we'll cease our attack." Your words echo against the chaos, and slowly, the volley of arrows dwindles. A murmur ripples through the crowd of townsfolk and guards, and after a tense pause, a figure steps forward. Clad in scholarly robes with a look of apprehension, it appears you found the scholar you seek. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Intimidate the scholar, demand the map piece to save the lives of the townfolk. With the scholar now presented before you, you flex your intimidation skills. Your eyes narrow, your voice drops to a dangerous growl, and you stride forward, towering over the scholar. Listen well, scholar, you snarl, you hold something we seek, a piece of a map. Surrender it to us, and you'll save the lives of your townsfolk. Resist, and Saltshaw will pay the price. The scholar, trembling slightly under your menacing gaze, looks at you and then back to the horrified faces of the townsfolk. Roll a d20. You rolled 18. Your words, laced with imminent threat, hang heavy in the air. The scholar swallows hard, his face pale. He looks at you, then at the townsfolk, then back at you. I will give you the map piece, he stammers, pulling a crumpled piece of parchment from the depths of his robe. Here, just let my people be. You've successfully intimidated the scholar into surrendering the first piece of the map. For now, Saltshaw is safe. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base Ape has been chosen. Laugh, kick the scholar into the sea, and inspect the map. A cruel laugh echoes from your lips as you snatch the map piece from the trembling scholar. With a swift kick, you send him sprawling into the sea. His surprised yelp is quickly swallowed by the raucous laughter from your crew. Unfurling the crumpled piece of parchment, you study it closely. It depicts a convoluted stretch of land, filled with cryptic symbols and faded writing. You can see how it fits into the incomplete map Lord Blackwater gave you, a piece of the puzzle, now in place. With Saltshaw behind you and the first piece of the map in your hand, the next destination awaits. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Plague Broker has been chosen. Ask if one of the crew remembers the other locations we need to visit. Anyone remember the other places we need to visit? You call out to your crew, the scholar's map piece clutched tightly in your hand. Captain, I remember Lord Blackwater mentioning Crow's Haven and Silkport. Obones pipes up, coming to stand beside you. Crow's Haven is a pirate den, known for its gambling scene. Silkport, on the other hand, is rich and opulent, home to a powerful merchant queen. With the possible locations of the remaining map pieces revealed, your next destination awaits your decision. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Bleach Demon has been chosen. Have the crew run gunnery drills, and set sail to Crow's Haven, as we will slaughter every living thing to get the map piece. I, Captain, Obones responds, immediately rallying the crew into action. Cannonballs are hoisted, cannons are cleaned and primed, and the deck becomes a frenzied scene of gunnery drills. As the crew works, their grim determination is palpable, a stark contrast to the mirth of the earlier Kraken encounter. With preparations underway, the Sea Serpent changes course, heading for the notorious pirate den of Crow's Haven. The promise of a fierce battle hangs in the air, as you're prepared to spill blood for the next piece of the map. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Bleach Demon has been chosen. Cut off Obone's head, hang it from a gibbet and enter Prot of Crow's Haven. The abrupt and violent end to Obone's life sends a shockwave through the crew, who watch in stunned silence as you sever their first mate's head and hang it from a gibbet. It's a gruesome display of power, a harsh reminder of the consequences of failure. As the Sea Serpent approaches Crow's Haven, Obone's severed head swings ominously in the sea breeze, a grim welcome to anyone who notices. The port town looms ahead, a hive of scum and villainy that's about to discover the lengths Captain Barrel Jones will go to in his quest for the Diamond Skull of Asura. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Go on shore with some members of your crew. Look as terrifying as possible. As the Sea Serpent docks at Crow's Haven, you gather a group of your most formidable crew members. Each is chosen for their intimidating appearance, a collection of scars, tattoos, and fearsome weaponry making them a sight to behold. You lead the way, stepping onto the bustling port with a brutal confidence. Your eyes are cold, your expression even colder. The sight of Obone's head swaying gently from your ship is a clear declaration of your intentions. The seedy denizens of Crow's Haven pause in their activities to watch you and your crew march through the streets. Whispers ripple through the crowd, speculations and warnings spreading like wildfire. Undoubtedly, the tales will say, this is a crew not to be messed with. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Plague Broker has been chosen. Demand that the filth that lives here hand over the map piece, lest they end up like Obones. Striding into the heart of Crow's Haven, you climb onto a barrel, towering over the crowd that's gathered to gawk at you and your crew. Your voice booms out, echoing off the ramshackle buildings surrounding the square. Listen well, you pitiful lot, you snarl, we're here for one thing, and one thing only, a piece of a map. Hand it over, or end up like poor Obone's here. You point back towards the sea serpent, where Obone's head swings ominously from the gibbet. The crowd collectively gasps, their eyes darting fearfully between you and the grisly sight. Roll a d20. You rolled 18. Your terrifying proclamation resonates through the crowd, causing a ripple of fear. You can see the dread in their eyes, the tremble in their hands. They've heard about you, about Captain Barrel Jones, but seeing you in person, hearing your deadly threat, it's far more terrifying. The murmurs cease abruptly as a figure steps forward, a gambler known only as Lucky. With a shaky hand, he produces a piece of parchment, the map piece you seek. He tosses it towards you, not daring to meet your gaze. Take it, just leave us be, he pleads, his voice barely a whisper. You've successfully intimidated the people of Crow's Haven into surrendering the map piece without a fight. One more piece remains, in the opulent city of Silkport. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Lady of the Lindens has been chosen. Sail to Silkport. With the second map piece in your possession, you waste no time in heading to your final destination. Set sail for Silkport, you command, and your crew rushes to comply. The sea serpent pulls away from the dock, leaving the terrified inhabitants of Crow's Haven in its wake. As you sail towards Silkport, you can't help but anticipate the challenges that await in the city of opulence and intrigue. One thing is certain, the final piece of the map draws near. The journey to Silkport is a peaceful one, the sea calm and the winds favorable. As the city's grand spires come into view on the horizon, you prepare yourself and your crew for the final leg of your quest. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Change into your most handsome pirate finery before seeking an audience with the Pirate Queen of Silkport. Looks like we're playing a different game in Silkport, you murmur to yourself, retiring to your quarters. You emerge some time later, dressed in your finest pirate finery, a coat of rich velvet, a tricorn hat adorned with exotic feathers, and your trusty cutlass polished to a gleaming sheen. The crew whistles and applauds as you stride onto the deck, every inch the formidable yet charming pirate captain. As you approach Silkport, you can't help but feel a twinge of anticipation. Disembarking, you request an audience with the Pirate Queen of Silkport. A page leads you through the city's opulent streets to her grand palace. Will the Queen acquiesce to your request, or will you have to resort to more persuasive measures? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. The Shademaster has been chosen. Plunder the Queen's booty with charm and swagger. In the grand throne room of the Pirate Queen, you stand tall, your charm and swagger radiating off you like a beacon. The Queen, an imposing figure draped in silks and jewels, watches you with a keen, evaluating eye. "Ah, the infamous Captain Barrel Jones," she muses, her voice as smooth as silk. "I've heard tales of your exploits. Tell me, what brings you to my city?" With your usual roguish charm, you explain your quest for the Diamond Skull of Asura and your need for the final piece of the map. You weave your words with care, your compelling narrative and charismatic demeanor captivating Her Royal Highness. Roll a d20. You rolled 14. As you weave your tale, the Pirate Queen watches you intently, her expression unreadable. But as you conclude, a smile slowly spreads across her face. "Captain Jones," she begins, her voice echoing through the grand hall, "your reputation does precede you. I find myself, persuaded by your tale." Reaching into the folds of her gown, she retrieves a piece of well-worn parchment, the final piece of your map. "I believe this is what you're looking for," she says, offering the map piece to you. With a victorious grin, you accept the parchment from her. You've successfully charmed the Pirate Queen of Silkport and obtained the final piece of the map. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Joe Veteran has been chosen. Now hand over your jewels, me queen, or be ready to walk the plank. Yar ha ha ha. A bold laugh echoes through the grand hall as you brandish your cutlass, the threat clear. The Pirate Queen raises an eyebrow, her amused smile never wavering. "Captain Jones," she says, leaning back on her throne, "your audacity is as legendary as your exploits." She reaches to her neck and smoothly unclasps a necklace of glittering gems. "Take them," she says, tossing the jewels your way, a token of our understanding. Your audacious tactic seems to have paid off, and you're now in possession of the Pirate Queen's jewels along with the final piece of the map. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Assemble the map and determine the location of the skull. Back aboard the Sea Serpent, you gather your crew around the captain's table. One by one, you assemble the pieces of the map, each fitting snugly against the other until the image is complete. The map now reveals a detailed depiction of a remote island, dominated by a mountainous landscape and a treacherous maze of reefs. A cryptic marking, presumably indicating the location of the Diamond Skull of Asura, is situated in a cave at the highest point of the island. "Ready yourselves, lads," you command, looking at your eager crew. "Our destination is in sight. We sail for the Diamond Skull of Asura." The Sea Serpent sets course for the remote island, the promise of treasure and glory spurring the crew into action. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. The Shademaster has been chosen. Study the map in greater detail as you sail off. As your ship sails through the open waters, you pore over the completed map, studying every detail and marking. The island, unassuming from afar, is layered with dangerous terrain, treacherous cliffs, and a labyrinth of underwater reefs. The cryptic marking indicating the diamond skull draws your attention. The symbol is engraved within a cave at the highest point of the island, surrounded by markings that resemble ancient runes. Understanding their meaning could very well be the key to finding the diamond skull. Time seems to fly as you examine the map, the journey to the island passing in a blur of waves and anticipation. The quest for the diamond skull of Asura is nearing its end. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. The Shademaster has been chosen. Recall any knowledge of map's runes. You squint at the ancient runes etched around the cryptic marking on the map. Their design seems familiar, like a fragment of a tale you heard in a distant port, or maybe a snippet from a tavern brawl's drunken ramblings. Roll a d20. You rolled 14. As you study the ancient runes, fragments of your memory start to coalesce. You recall a time when you overheard an old sailor babbling about an island haunted by Asura's curse. You remember them referencing similar runes and the tale they told of a protective enchantment placed over a priceless treasure. With your recollection and the map as your guides, you discern that these runes could be the key to bypassing the enchantment protecting the diamond skull of Asura. However, the specifics remain elusive. The true test will be once you reach the island and face the enchantment firsthand. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Lead an away team of your 6 most reliable men to the location of the skull on the map. Listen up, lads, you proclaim, gathering your crew. Around you, the salty air hums with the anticipation of the prize so close, yet so far. You point, selecting your 6 most reliable men. Each one is battle-hardened, their loyalty to you and the crew unquestionable. We're heading to that island, and we're coming back with the diamond skull of Asura. Armed with the knowledge of the map and steadfast resolve, you and your selected crew board a smaller rowboat, leaving the sea serpent anchored safely away from the treacherous reefs surrounding the island. As you row towards the island, the mountainous landscape looms ahead, the ancient runes promise challenge waiting within. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Bleach Demon has been chosen. Cut off the hand of the largest man as a lesson that all of this booty is yours. Look for islanders who may act as guides. Your crew watches in stunned silence as you carry out the grisly act, your show of dominance a brutal reminder of who the treasure truly belongs to. The man, a hulking brute named Brick, bites back a scream, clutching the stump where his hand used to be. As you approach the island, you spot a few native islanders observing you from a distance. Perhaps they know the island well and could act as guides. But would they be willing to help after witnessing your brutal display of power? Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Plague Broker has been chosen. Wearing the hand as a necklace now, demand the islanders show us the way to the cave, else they will meet the same fate as Obones. With the grisly trophy now hanging around your neck, you turn your attention to the islanders. Despite the visible fear, they stand the ground, staring at your menacing crew and the blood-soaked sand at your feet. In your most intimidating voice, you demand, show us the way to the cave, or face the fate of poor Obones here. Your threat hangs heavy in the air, the ominous sight of Obone's severed head on the sea serpent a monstrous reminder of your resolve. The fate of these islanders now hangs in the balance. Roll a d20. You rolled 16. The islanders are visibly shaken by your threat, their faces paling as they glance at each other nervously. Finally, one of them, a tall, wiry man with sharp features, steps forward. We will show you the way, he concedes, his voice trembling slightly. But the cave, it's a dangerous place. The spirits of the island do not like intruders. With that, the islander, introducing himself as Rako, leads the way. Your crew follows, a sense of foreboding hanging over you all as you venture deeper into the island. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Maureen Peters has been chosen. Let Rako take the lead, in case of hidden traps. Naturally, you say, gesturing for Rako to lead the way. After all, we wouldn't want to fall into any unexpected dangers. Rako shoots you a wary glance before nodding, leading your crew further into the island. His knowledge of the terrain is evident as he navigates effortlessly through the dense jungle and rugged terrain, clearly avoiding certain areas and paths. As you progress, the ominous silhouette of the cave comes into view, its entrance shrouded in darkness. The final leg of your journey awaits. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Joe Veteran has been chosen. Push Rako inside the cave. As you reach the cave entrance, you turn to Rako, giving him a shove towards the dark maw of the cavern. In you go, you say, a wicked gleam in your eye. Lead the way. Rako stumbles but catches himself before he falls. He glances back at you, a mix of fear and defiance in his eyes, before stepping into the cave. Your crew follows closely behind, their weapons at the ready. The cave is eerily silent, the only sound the echo of your footsteps against the stone floor. The diamond skull of Asura is close, you can feel it. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. The Shademaster has been chosen. Look for clues on the map on how to safely move forward. With Rako leading the way, you take a moment to scrutinize the map once more. The enigmatic markings, the cryptic symbols, everything takes on a new level of significance in the foreboding darkness of the cave. You notice a peculiar alignment between the markings on the map and the geological formations of the cave. Certain symbols match with stalagmites, others with stalactites. It appears the map is not just a guide to the island, but also a path through the cave itself. Using the map as your guide, you instruct Rako and your crew, navigating through the natural labyrinth towards the heart of the cave. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base Ape has been chosen. Ask Raku to explain the markings and symbols. What do they mean? You turn to Rako, the islander's unease visible in the dim light of the cave. These symbols, these markings, you ask, pointing at the map, what can you tell us about them? Rako studies the map, his brow furrowing as he takes in the symbols. They are ancient, he begins slowly, belonging to the old spirits of the island. They are said to be a protective ward, guarding the treasure within. As to what they specifically mean, Rako seems unsure. Some speak of danger, others of passage, but the true meaning, it is lost to our people. While Rako's explanation provides some context, the specifics remain elusive. Proceeding with caution might be wise. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Plague Broker has been chosen. Tell the spirits to fuck off, then push Rako further into the cave. Fuck off, spirits, you bellow into the darkness of the cave, your voice echoing off the ancient stone walls. The cave remains eerily silent, absorbing your taunt with an indifference that sends a chill down your spine. With a firm shove, you push Rako further into the cave. Keep moving, you command, your voice echoing through the cavernous expanse. Rako stumbles but regains his balance, leading the way deeper into the cave, the promise of the diamond skull of Asura drawing ever closer. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base tape has been chosen. Proceed until you reach the entrance of the room that contains the diamond skull. With Rako leading the way, you delve deeper into the cave. The air is thick with tension, your crew's anticipation mirrored in the grim set of your jaw. Every echo, every shadow, feels like a harbinger of the treasure you seek. Finally, you reach what appears to be a large chamber. The entrance is marked by ancient, weathered carvings, and a sense of foreboding seems to emanate from within. There is no doubt in your mind, the diamond skull of Asura lies within this room. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. The Shademaster has been chosen. Consult the map to solve the runes and find the treasure. With the map spread out before you, you examine the ancient runes and markings once again. Your eyes trace the symbols from the cave's entrance to the chamber before you, trying to discern the secret path to the diamond skull. Roll a d20. You rolled 12. You study the map intensely, your eyes darting between the parchment and the entrance to the chamber. Slowly, an understanding begins to form. The symbols, the markings, they're not just a protective ward, they're a path. A sequence. With newfound determination, you instruct your crew to follow the symbols in the order they appear on the map. As they do, a low rumble reverberates through the cave and the entrance to the chamber gradually opens, revealing a mesmerizing sight. There, bathed in an ethereal glow, sits the diamond skull of Asura. You found the treasure you sought. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Base tape has been chosen. Take the treasure. We pirates, damn it. We aren't scared of no ghosts. With a hearty laugh, you step forward, your boots echoing against the stone floor. Damn right we're pirates, you exclaim, your voice echoing through the chamber. Your crew watches, a mix of awe and fear on their faces, as you stride toward the diamond skull. Ignoring the warning whispers of Rako, you reach out, your heart pounding with anticipation. The moment your hand touches the diamond skull, a wave of energy courses through you. The diamond skull of Asura is now in your possession. Congratulations, Captain Jones. You've accomplished your mission. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Tristan Armstrong has been chosen. Return to the ship and place the diamond skull on Obone's headless body. With the diamond skull securely in your grasp, you make your way back to the Sea Serpent. Your crew erupts into cheers as you board, the sight of the legendary treasure proof of your victory. In a fitting tribute, you place the diamond skull on Obone's headless body. The ethereal glow of the skull cast an eerie light over the deck, a chilling reminder of the risks and rewards of a pirate's life. Your journey is complete, Captain Barrel Jones. You've navigated treacherous waters, faced formidable foes, and retrieved the diamond skull of Asura, proving once again why you're the most fearsome pirate to sail the seas. And sir, as the Sea Serpent sails into the setting sun, your crew singing shanties of victory and legends yet to be written, your adventure draws to a close. For now. Well done, Captain. Your legend continues to grow. Base Ape has been chosen. Return to the noble to get our reward. With the diamond skull of Asura in your possession, you sail back to the opulent city where Lord Blackwater awaits. Upon your arrival, the noble's eyes widen at the sight of the legendary artifact. Remarkable, Captain Jones, he exclaims, reaching out to touch the diamond skull before withdrawing his hand at the last second. A treasure beyond compare. You've done well. Lord Blackwater rewards you handsomely for your efforts, the promised wealth exceeding even your wildest expectations. As you leave his study, pockets laden with gold, you can't help but feel a sense of satisfaction. You've completed your mission and lived to tell the tale. Congratulations, Captain Barrel Jones. Your legend continues to grow. Bleach Demon has been chosen. Enslay the noble's family as the treasure is far from enough, and have the necrotic body of O'Bones lead the crew in slaughter. After collecting your reward from Lord Blackwater, your greed rears its ugly head. Despite the substantial payment, it's not enough. You decide to enslave the noble's family, pressing them into service aboard the Sea Serpent. O'Bones, you command, pointing at the headless body adorned with the diamond skull, lead the charge. Roll a d20. You rolled 9. With a bloodthirsty yell, you and your crew storm Lord Blackwater's mansion. Obones, or at least his diamond skull-adorned corpse, leads the charge, a macabre figurehead of your ruthless endeavor. However, Lord Blackwater's household is not unprepared. Guards rush to protect their lord and his family, clashing with your crew in a violent skirmish. The outcome hangs in the balance, neither side gaining a clear advantage. Tag at 48 Chronicles in the live chat with your next move. Anyone is welcome to play. Conizari has been chosen. Use the power of the Demand Skull to enslave them. Amidst the chaos of the skirmish, you clutch the diamond skull of Asura, your eyes gleaming with determination. You've heard rumors of its supposed powers, and if they're true, this could be your chance to turn the tide. Raising the skull high, you demand in a thunderous voice, "Bow to my will. Become my thralls, or perish." The air grows thick, an eerie glow emanating from the diamond skull. Will it work? Will the legendary artifact bend others to your will? Roll a d20. You rolled 19. As your booming command echoes through the grand hall, the diamond skull pulses with an otherworldly light. A wave of energy surges from the artifact, washing over everyone present. In the wake of the energy pulse, a strange quiet descends. Slowly, the guards fighting your crew drop their weapons. Their eyes, once filled with defiance, now glaze over with a vacant stare. They, along with Lord Blackwater and his family, kneel before you, their wills seemingly bent to your command. With the power of the diamond skull, you've turned the tide safely back in the hands of the noble. Your fearsome pirate character stands tall, victorious and considerably richer. The tales of your exploits will no doubt continue to spread, adding the retrieval of the priceless artifact to your list of legendary deeds. Congratulations on completing this grand adventure, and thank you for joining us in this immersive, shared storytelling experience. If you enjoyed this game and would like to see more like it, please consider supporting us on Patreon. Your support helps cover the costs of running these games and allows us to continue creating rich, interactive narratives for you and others to enjoy. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our channel with your friends and communities. Every new adventurer adds to the richness of our shared stories. We invite you to join our Discord server as well to engage with our growing community. We can't wait to embark on the next journey with you. Until then, safe travels, friend.